Oh, how's it? I've already,
No, it's terrible.
we've got a whole panel going on. How do we not do that?
Ah,
Hang on. Um, I will figure this out. I will.
this is
There's a
so on
way
brand for
to.
us.
It is. My music's not working. We've got a whole grid happening.
Where's Yuri and Wolf? Help us.
Expand.
Just
If I click
me.
on me. Yeah, you're just being expanded. Haha.
I better be.
Oh, yay. Here we go. Fluid grid?
Okay,
Did
we're
I do
closer.
it?
It's a
Oh, hang
three-way
on. Now
right
we've still
now.
got one more.
Who's
What if
our
we
third?
pull...
Santana? What did that do? Is that right? I don't know. Why do I
I
look
don't know,
huge
but
and
you
you
look
look
hot.
tiny? I want you to look big. Hello?
You look gorgeous.
I don't want to
I'm
look at
getting there.
myself.
Hey, I'm fucking getting there. It's not letting
Hi,
me full screen it.
Jocelyn.
I can fluid screen it.
Wolf, help us. Thanks, Jocelyn, for getting up at 4:30 in the morning. Love you so much.
Yes, thank you so much.
Actually, I'm not going to show my...
Okay.
I don't want to...
Ah, shit.
Oh my God, it's like the Brady Bunch we're changing.
I'm trying
I'm over here.
expand both.
Ah, this is so on brand for us. I love it.
It really is. Everybody knows Miss Ashleigh from being. I'm so close to almost having it. It just does not let me push the button. But yes, Miss Ashleigh, you will know her from our comment section. She is my one and only moderator. I don't let anyone else moderate for me. She is the best find, really. The best treasure I've found on here. I've met many people from this beautiful app, so it's no offense to anybody else, but Ashley's my best friend now.
Full
And
offense.
it's our friend anniversary tomorrow.
It is. Well, in an
Um,
hour and 20 minutes for me, so.
Aw, we're gonna be probably doing this, still talking shit then.
Yay.
But yeah, so me and Ashley met on this app tomorrow, a year ago. Thank you so much. And yeah, I'm gonna let Ashley tell you a little bit about herself. Let us know who you are, where you're from, when did your mother have you?
I don't have one of those. I have a donor. Well, yeah, I'm Ashleigh. Other people might know me as Aurora Borealis. That's also me. Hi. I have a husband and 2 kids and 2 kittens. So if you hear weird noises, it's them. It's their Zoomy hour. I'm a nail tech. Thank you. And I had not 1 foot in this realm 1 year ago. Not one. Yes, I'm
Rhinestone
from
Jesus.
Stevis. I'm also Wolf and
Stevis, yeah,
Yuri's
too.
third. I'm their friend Steve. That's about it. Oh, I pole dance. Sorry, forgot
Yes.
the main character moment. So
Yeah, you did.
don't go on my profile if you don't want to see my butthole.
But if you want to see some really good peachy cheeks, go for it.
They're
Go
over
and give her
there.
an ad. So life before your spiritual journey, babe. Let's get into it. What did you think about psychics and spirituality and healing journeys before you met me? Go full
Um,
honest, just raw dog it. Like don't use any lube here.
I mean, you know, like psychics and stuff. Like I love watching like paranormal hunting, all that kind of stuff. Love that for the entertainment value. Had never had a psychic reading ever. Healing journeys, all of the thing. I thought it was a crock of shit. So,
Yep.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, has my life changed. Because it's
Very
not.
much.
Um,
Definitely. Yeah,
but
keep
yeah,
going. Sorry.
Vayda popped my cherry for psychic readings on a random Sunday night at like 11:45 at night time.
So did you have anybody coming up on your FYP like me before I come along?
Nope.
That's
It was
amazing. I
like
love how
animals,
spirit,
pole
yeah.
dancing, random stuff.
Thank you so much for the gifts, babe. Half is trying to kick me off the chair, so if you see me
She
like getting
wants to
booted,
talk.
she's pissed. She's like, "You're meant to be um on the edge of the seat. You're not meant to be taking up my space."
No,
Um, so spirit, when they send you, um, spirit, when they
Hey,
send
Dr.
you, I
Matt,
might just,
today's not the
I'm
day,
going,
babe, because I will
it's
read you for
not.
filth. If that's your
I'm
photo,
going to,
ew.
Yuri, I'm going to add you as a moderator because,
Today's not the day.
boom. Thank you,
I'm
babe.
not the one, because that is my wife, and I will come for you
I
directly.
don't need a man to tell me I'm hot. I know I am.
I tell her
So,
every day, so bye-bye.
yeah. When you got someone like that that tells you you're hot, you know you are. I am chosen.
Here
You
I
are.
am,
Friend.
the chosen
Um,
one.
but yes, so yeah, spirit will use you basically all at the same time. Well, not use you, they use me. But they'll send you into my lives and people will be like, I've never seen anything like this before. And I'm like, I get a bit uncomfortable because I'm like, oh shit, how's this going to be for them? And I got to remember, like, even just in this moment with you, I'm like, it's going to be a note for me to take that don't, because I used to get very uncomfortable with skeptics and people that weren't used to this world. I don't like trying to prove myself. I'm not going to be like, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me. Like, no.
No.
You're either into it or you're not. Fuck off. But then there is moments in my life where I'm like, I love proving a skeptic wrong, but it's just naturally happens. It's not like I fish for it.
Yeah.
Um,
Well,
so yeah, I love that so many times I've had these moments with people like you that come through and they've never seen anything like this before. And I think it was what's his name? Crap, I'm full mind blanking his name. His wife sent him in to me um, as well, and he'd never had these readings going on. Cat on the altar.
yeah, there's a lot of
Um,
candles. We're not going to do that today.
don't need a cat on fire in the
No,
background.
we don't.
Um, but yeah, so sometimes spirit just send you guys in at the perfect time, and that seems to have been the moment for you. So, like, what drew you to commenting, or what were you doing the night of my live when we first met?
I was just scrolling. And I never click into lives like ever and sit there and watch them. You were my first.
Mm-hmm.
And you were doing like free reads at the time, and you were like, I'm only going to choose you if they highlight you, so just comment. So I did, and I did it because I knew I'd get chosen. I just had that, I don't know, my heart was racing. I had that feeling, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to do it.
Oh,
And boy, did you change my mind in about 3.5 seconds immediately in.
that's so cool.
Yeah.
That is so cool. So, let me see. What were you expecting from your reading?
I genuinely didn't know. I just knew I'd get chosen. Don't know what was
Yeah.
going to come from it. I'd had a hard week that week. Just like my emotions were everywhere. So I was like, well, clearly I'm here for a reason. Didn't know what that was. And definitely got more than I bargained for. That's
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah. That one night just like, that's it. it was the beginning of everything. It
A
was
lot of rage that week, yes.
Santana knows what's
Very
up.
much. So, do you want to explain how the reading was from your end?
Yeah.
What was the experience like from your end? You can just tell people how it unfolded and how you got brought to me.
Mhm.
Who brought you to me?
Oh my God. So yeah, just clicked in. I think I probably commented spirit led, I'm assuming, or my name or something. I can't remember that exact detail. But I think you were shuffling
Thank you,
cards,
Walshy.
and one thing popped out. And then you kind of just paused and you went, oh, somebody's coming through for you. And I thought it would be my nan because it was her birthday the next day. And I was like, Slay, I'm going to talk to my nan. And she goes, and you went, oh my God, you guys dated when you were younger. And like, I was only in the comments. So if you could see my face, I was like, so I had a boyfriend or an ex-boyfriend who passed away when I was 15. And he is the last person I would ever think to pop in, because it happened like 17 years ago now. And then you were like, I'm going to try and find out more information. And then you're like, tell me your name. And then you're like, I think it starts with a J. And I was already like shaking, screaming, crying, throwing up. And then you're like, tell me again. And you're like, I think it's Jake or Jacob. And I was like, furiously typing while bawling my eyes out. And then he gave me the smackdown of the century, essentially.
Yep.
My cards were so positive. Like I had the sun and I had like 10 of cups. Like I had all these amazing cards, but he was just like, why the fuck are you letting people treat you like this? And I was like, oh my God. And the week I'd had that week, I had like a bit of girly cattiness vibes and I called somebody out for their behavior and then it spiraled. He was like, you are too fierce and too independent and too strong to let anybody do this. Why are you doing this? And I was like, I don't know why. Like, sorry. And then we did our reading and you like said things that you were like, I'm going to prove that it's real. And I'm like, well, you kind of said his name, so it's already real. And the thing that I remember the most is like when you were putting cards back in, one flicked out towards the camera and you went, oh, did that scare you? And I did jump in my bed. I was like, oh God, what was that? And then you were like, Jacob's laughing at you because you got scared. It doesn't mean anything. Like the card just didn't go back in properly. And I was like, so, yeah, my husband was asleep next to me at that point and I just like woke him up and I was like hysterical. I like clicked out of your live or whatever. I was like, thank you so much. And then clicked out. And John was like, oh my God, what's wrong? And I was like, Jacob. And I was just bawling. And then like he starts crying because this is the first time we've ever had an interaction with anything to do with this world. So he's crying, I'm crying. And I'm like, go back to sleep. We'll talk about it tomorrow. It's all good. Because it was like 1 a.m. by that
What a
point.
spin out for him.
Yeah, and I like ran out.
God, he's a trooper.
I know. God bless. Like,
imagine waking up to your wife crying in bed about her ex-dead boyfriend and talking about some lady on the internet just was talking to my dead boyfriend and him just being like, oh, I just feel for you. Like, he's such a sweetie. I love our husband.
Yeah, it's because he knows how much Jacob means to me. So, yeah, like I came out into my kitchen. I had like no clothes on or whatever. And I was like on my Instagram stories, like, you guys will never fucking guess what happened to me. Like at 2 a.m. Wild. I was like, I have to post this so I can remember it. Like I was going to forget that. But anyway.
Yeah.
And the next day it was like synchronicities, like straight away started happening. I was talking with John about it when he was driving to work the next morning, and we hung up. And then mine and Jacob's movie when we were together was the first Transformers, showing my age. That came out in the movies when we were together. And as soon as I hung up from John, the theme song of that came on his radio while he was driving to work. So he immediately called me back crying, going, holy fuck. Like the song's playing for Transformers, like this is crazy. So like synchronicities, day one.
Yeah.
So
that is amazing. Jacob's like, nah, bro, this is a 3-way. You're in this as well.
He loves John. He goes into John's dreams, not even mine. It's so rude.
It's so adorable.
But
they've got such a bromance going on.
I know. And yeah, so the next day, I went to the cemetery to visit my nan. Obviously, it was her birthday. And I went to his gravesite and I was like, okay, you rang, so I'm here. What would you like to talk about, essentially? But yeah.
We also acknowledge the fact that you, I started getting upset. Well, not upset. I started getting hit in the feels because the song, Xavier Rudd's song came on, where the kookaburras are at the start. And I immediately was like, oh, it's like my brother's here, because I have a very special like a relationship with kookaburras and my brother who's passed. And then Ashleigh was like, oh, I have a special relationship with kookaburras and Jacob. And I was just like, oh my God, we're like, this moment is so very special. Like I didn't
even know in that initial day, but he was like, I've been sending you signs. Next time it happens, you're going to know what it is. And there used to be kookaburras everywhere, like lots. And I always used to say to John, oh my God, thank God it's not at our house, because if there's 3 or more, it means you're pregnant. And I was like, thank God it's not here. It was always next door. And I think I woke up the next day and there was 7.
Yeah. And every single time I read for you, that song would play. Like every time I read for you, that song would play, and it would just bring tears to my eyes immediately. And I'd be like, control your emotions, because if I start letting my emotions get in the way, I get blocked. I have to have like a wall between. Yes, I should. It's funny because I need my emotions to read. That's my tool. But if I start feeling with my own human emotions too hard, then I start getting blocked. So I have to. There's like a thin line there to walk with this. But I've always found it so, like, such a huge confirmation. Like, I've seen people connect with spirit in so many different ways over my life, and I've watched people, who are mourning crave to have the kind of connection that you get and the signs that you immediately get through Jacob, and it's blown my fucking mind. Like, we'll get into a bit more of it soon, but I was going to say, we'll let you know that it was definitely him, but we've already kind of answered that one.
He's always here.
In that reading as well, I told you that things are about to go wrong, but to trust they were actually going right, and that there would be some money coming in. And I know that scared you a little bit when I said that, because you were like, what the fuck's about to go wrong? And then what happened immediately? You talk about what you want to. You can like. Oh no! Go for it. What happened in the next few days?
Yeah, 2 days later, my husband got made redundant. Out of left field. It did come with a payout, which is great, but it was also like immediately it was like that thing kicked into my brain where we're like, no, this is the path that we have to be on. It's gonna be fine. We had no choice but to just fully trust it. The day he got made redundant, I bought like my first oracle cards, because I was like, all right, this thing's real. I don't know what it is. So I went home and I like pulled cards for John, and they were all like, it was like moon oracle cards, and it was like, know your worth, and like, basically along the lines of like things are happening but it'll be fine type of cards. And I was just like mind blown instantly. Cat near flame. Winston, we're not doing that today. So yeah, it was just diabolical. Like like 2 days after my reading, bang, the first thing happened. I was like, okay. I didn't know what was going to be in store for last year, but I thought him losing his job was going to be like the worst part. It wasn't, but you know, we just rolled with it. I'm still here a year later, which is great.
Spiritual awakenings hurt. They fucking hurt.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm...
So, let's see what else I've got written here for you.
Oh, I also want to say that this one here never did mediumship before either, and like didn't really trust it, but like clocked.
Oh yeah, I've done mediumship a lot in my life, but not on TikTok. I didn't like doing it. Every time I started trying to channel in on TikTok, too many spirits start coming through, and I had little moments that I've done, but not like that. That was huge. And that's just because like I'd never dealt with the energies on TikTok before, and it's kind of like the way that I see it is when you try and do mediumship on TikTok, it's like talking to people in a nightclub.
Yeah.
You don't know who the fuck's about to say something to you at any moment, and you start getting energies mixed up, and you have to be very, 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 very careful of how you're writing that energy and who you're talking to. And it's a lot easier when the person that you're connecting in with is a little bit more trained in communicating with us. Yeah. So like in my experience of working with spirits and dead people is that some people can communicate better than others, and I think that has something to do with how long they've been passed and how many times they have passed before. So it's kind of like learning a whole new language. I've had people communicate with me clear as day who haven't even passed away yet. It's like 2 weeks out from them passing, and they've come through, given me all this information, and then I get a phone call 2 weeks later saying that person's passed, and I'm like, wow, that was unreal. Like, so it doesn't matter who, like how long they've been dead for. Sometimes they haven't even been dead sometimes, but it's just how well versed their spirit is in that communication. So yeah, I still get uncomfortable doing mediumship on TikTok, and you wouldn't think I would, but it's always forever changing energies. It's a lot to take in, and I know I'm going to get better, but I also just wait, and I just try and trust that when those moments happen is when they're meant to happen. Yeah. And I also know sometimes you get psychic amnesia. Like I've had people read for me before on lives like years ago, and they were like going on about Dylan, and I'm like, I don't know a Dylan. And then as soon as I get off, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like I fully didn't even think of you. I'm sorry. Like I was like, I felt so bad, but it just in that moment, it's like the energies are just pumping. So your brain's just not completely there. It's like an adrenaline rush going on. So I'm very, very grateful for that moment, and it made me more comfortable to do it, because I was also getting really dizzy when I try and do mediumship on here. And there's a point where spirit's using your body where sometimes it's uncomfortable and you're like, no, that's intrusive, fuck off. So there's also a line where you have to be like, yes, I'm willing for this, I'm not willing for that. You can play with me like this, but don't play with me like that. And the more dizzy you get on camera with all these people looking at you, you're like, oh, this is fucking weird. Yeah. But yeah, so then now we're going to talk in a little bit about our lessons and the shadow work. We're going to get a little bit deep here. Yeah. So with you have kind of taught me how to, like I've done classes before you. Thank you so much, Susan. But you really helped me structure and shape them in a way where I understood what I was doing. You gave me confidence to stop my imposter syndrome just fucking with me so much. So it's like, even though I'm teaching you in these sessions, you're also been teaching me. And that's what really let me know as well that you you weren't just a normal client, you were somebody that my soul had chosen to do this with. Like, because each time we did a reading, each time we did shadow work together, I got smashed with stuff too.
Sorry.
And it wasn't just like, sometimes that happens with any time I do shadow work sessions with someone. I'll get shadow work that happens for me that week. And but when it's with you, I get like, it's like that that ball from, what is it, Indiana Jones or something I'm seeing? Just bombs you, like just smashes you. It was like tidal wave, not just a little wave.
Yeah.
One of those big ones. So it always let me know that this was bigger than what I thought. It was like, not that I didn't think it was big, but you know what I mean? Not just a normal session. So like, I think the first time I did shadow work with you, it triggered me to finally make the cards I had in my head for so long. They're not professional cards. Well, they are, sorry. But they're not like fancy cards. I just smashed them out. But immediately they started showing how powerful they were, and straight away. So like, do you want to tell us a little bit about how you found shadow work to definitely soul sisters, like the synchronicities and things like that that's happened in the shadow work? Like, do you want to talk about your first session, or?
Yeah, we can. I'm just gonna find.
Sorry, I've never interviewed anyone before. I'm a little bit dodgy.
we kind of just be talking. It wasn't the 17th. Oh, yes, it was. There it is. Okay, so we did shadow work. We had the lovely Jacob help us pick cards. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think was there like, he's playing with my necklaces. Sorry. I think, was there 50 of each? Of shadow and of light? Was there?
I think there's 100.
Yeah, okay.
There's 100.
So just to put that into context, there's 100 of each deck.
Yep.
So the first card before our reading that popped out was integration. Then the following ones were isolation, sexual exploitation. Sorry, I don't know how to decode that, but trigger warning. Abandonment and body image. They were my shadows. And then to help with those things, it was self-love, block, yoga, chase, and spell work. So immediately after our session, it was like boxes. Well, even when the cards hit and you said what it was, boxes just started opening in my head that I'd obviously blocked out.
Yeah.
And I think I journaled maybe like 40 pages after that of just like pure, I just knew exactly what it was. So shadow work for me, I love it. I've taken to it really easily. So I think we've only done, I think we did like one shadow work and one kind of hybrid of spiritual development and shadow work. And then the rest has just kind of been like me voice noting you going, oh my God, this just popped up. This is what I'm working with. And then back and forth, you know, we kind of have the same things going on at the same time. It's really weird.
Yeah.
But even with my cards that popped up, we had parallels straight away. I don't know how deep you want me to go into it.
As deep as you want to, babe. This is fully up to you. It's what you feel. You don't have to share anything you don't want to share.
Oh no, I'm open. I just don't know how.
Just go with what you feel. Use that beautiful intuition.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Susan. And yes, this is the beautiful Ashleigh. And yes, I am okay. Thank you. Thank you, Lance. I'm fine. Fine as fine can be.
So
and yeah, thank you to everybody.
Yeah. You know, grief's a thing. We're here. So
yes.
Yeah, so integration popped out, and I think that just popped out prefacing what was going to happen, I guess, in the session. I'm not really sure. But everything else essentially came from my birth giver. I do not have a relationship with my mum. I haven't for 12 and a half, 13 years. Every single one of those cards was from her. And, the abandonment, the isolation, I was made to grow up very quick. I had her facilitate, I don't know how I say this without getting me banned. Had her
Say it however you need to. Just you can use like
she facilitated my virtue being taken at 12 years old without my knowledge, essentially.
she exploited you.
Yes. Everything about my body image was coming from her. Like, I'm talking, are you jealous I'm skinnier than you? She would add all of my guy friends on Facebook and then post lingerie photos, all of that type of thing. So yeah, definitely intense. Definitely warranted that I don't have a relationship with her because I have children now myself. So I'm going to mama bear them and I'm not going to, let them be in her path.
Yep.
But I think a lot of those things for me have been helped. I've been doing pole dancing for 4 years, I want to say now, but that helped me, I guess, not transmute, but like just take back all of that. So I got to take back my body.
It gives you your sovereignty back.
Thank you.
It gives you that ability to use that feminine energy in a way that it was meant to make. We didn't start dancing because it was to draw men in. It was because we were shifting energy.
Yeah.
That's literally what dancing was. It just so happened that it drew that attention.
Yeah.
And that's what's very sad about women and men now. That shift that can happen with energy through our bodies, through dance, has now been made so sexualized and people are so uncomfortable. Like, you go out now and all the young people, they're too scared to dance because everyone's got their phones out. And so for you to be able to take a really shitty situation and flip it into finding a way that you can take back that sovereignty and power is that's alchemy, babe. That's so beautiful.
And it's gifted me so many beautiful things. Like, I used to hate myself. I don't anymore. Like, I couldn't even look at myself in the mirror before. And like, obviously after you have kids, you lose yourself because you are literally keeping them alive. So it gifted me beautiful friends like Santana and like a group of women that I feel like I can trust, because every female in my family gave me absolute reasons not to trust women. So it gifted me beautiful things. It made my body image better. It made everything better in my eyes. And I'm so grateful that I have the husband I do, because he's the one who pushed me to do it. I was like breastfeeding my son for 3 years and he wouldn't let me sleep. And he was like, okay, we're done. You're going to go and do something for yourself now. And I've got the bedtime routine, so you go do you. And yeah, I'm just so grateful for him because it gave everything back to me, essentially. Makes me a better mum.
Gosh, I love that man.
I know.
The more I hear about him, the more I'm just like, oh, John.
Yeah, I know. He's so perfect.
He truly is.
He's mine.
Get it, Rhinestone.
Yeah. So, and then I guess like I'm going through a bit of issues with posting on TikTok with all of the triggering stuff popping up in the world. It's obviously triggering here a lot because I was quite young and I don't think men deserve to see my body right now. So I'll post here and there, but I mainly do it so that because in that space as well, there's not a lot of diversity, but like I've had people comment on my TikToks and stuff saying like, oh my God, I can't believe I see somebody with me with, my body type doing that. So that's what I want it for. Like, I just want to show everyone who has that image of themselves, like, doesn't matter what anybody thinks. If you can just get in there and find a space for you that's like that, do it.
Exactly. And you're absolutely gorgeous. Like, and for somebody that has your body type to be watching that and they're like, oh my God, I'm actually like I'm beautiful. I could be graceful, I could be delicate. I don't have to feel the way I feel. I've just got to feel that way and let it out, and it's going to show how beautiful I actually am. Um, and that's what, yeah, I love watching you dance. It's very empowering.
So yeah, that was my
Um,
first shadow work session. It was a lot, but I only got handed that because, you know, I can do it. I was ready.
yeah, and that's the thing. That's the thing with you. You have very gracefully surrendered to the journey of what comes up in your healing, and that is what stops a lot of people from progress. So, you know, when we go into these kind of healing sessions and stuff, we usually have something in our mind of what we want to heal. So our brain is like focused on this is what we're going to work on today. And when something else starts coming up that you're not ready for,
Yeah.
you start like, you know, deflecting, and you're like, oh no, but I want to work on this. And it's like you don't get to choose. It's kind of like when you're on a medicine journey. You can't go and take the medicine, go lay down, and then fight the medicine on what you're being shown.
Yep.
You have to surrender to it, and that's what, and let that flow.
Yeah.
And watching you, I was really, at first I was quite worried because I could feel your energy, and you're like, let me find out everything I possibly can. Let me do everything right now. And you were very much like, what did I write down here?
Yeah, Aries vibes, mate. Type A. OCD, all of the things.
Yeah, just like you just surrendered really beautifully to what needed to be healed. And you trustfuled into spirit and said, okay, I trust this is what I've got to work on. And you let things marinate. You didn't just go, okay, next. And that's what I was worried about with you. I was like, she's a go-getter. She wants this done now. And I was like, how am I going to get her to know that we have to take each step at a time? And you just started to let things marinate. You knew that as much as you wanted that rush, that was also part of yourself that was that was actually hurting you. You knew that was a part of yourself that was like taking up so much. Oh,
That was
so much of your energy to try and be perfect with everything and get everything done and know absolutely everything, and to watch you like just fall back into that and just be like, nah, I fucking surrender. I was like, babe, this is amazing. I'm so proud of you.
Didn't get to control anything last year.
Yeah. So how did it feel for you the days following your first shadow work session?
It was intense. I got a lot out. Like, I've never journaled so much in my entire life, and like not just on the paper but also on the computer. It just sort of, I kind of feel like that guy with the whiteboard and all of the strings, and like just that was me. I was like, oh my God, this is because of this, this and this, and that's all it kind of just like fired things in my brain. And it just felt like everything kind of was like rapidly like unraveling, I guess.
Can you come around here?
Happy.
No,
Show me your TVs. Oh, she's so cranky.
she is. She's like, get out of my seat.
Right.
But yeah, so I think with the shadow work too, you really taught me as well that I worked with someone after you. And between the difference between how you were able to handle things in the way that they were, I realized I can't do shadow work without doing a lesson first.
Yeah.
The lesson needs to be done in order to give people that yeah, she looks so pissed off, eh?
Sorry, babe.
They need to understand what energy is, and that it's all in their own control.
Thank you.
And it's like, to be able to give people those tools that I give you in that lesson, it then puts that ownership on them, that they know how to cleanse their energy, how to protect their energy, how to connect in, and they can use all of those strategies and tools that I give them in that to work through the shadow work in the days coming. And that's also why I won't work with somebody and then expect for them to just do another session with me to be able to talk to me. I find that very irresponsible. It's like, no, once we do a shadow work session, I'm available to you to continue talking to you about whatever's coming up for you and to help you through it during the next however long it takes. Of course, if it starts getting like very in depth again, we book another session, but I want to be able to be available to people to help them through those moments. You're not on your own when we go through that shadow work. It's not just like, oh, well, off you go. You can't see me till you pay me more money. It's like, no.
Yeah.
And this is what I do find a bit, no offense to anyone who does this, but I do not find it very responsible for Reiki practitioners and healers to be working with people, not tell them that this is going to come up. Like this stuff, like I've worked with people in Reiki that never told me that this, like that you're probably going to feel shit before you feel better.
Yeah.
There was none of that discussed. And then it was just like, all right, bye. And I was just like, oh, what, am I doing it wrong?
Yeah.
Am I healing wrong? Like, but I needed those people because they taught me how I don't want to do it and how I do want to do it, you know?
And I can also adjust, I guess, because I did it the opposite to how you do it now. That I found all those fundamental ways of grounding myself and regulating myself. If I was to book any session with you again for the first time, it would be that, because I have never been so grounded in my entire life. My nervous system is completely regulated. True Aries style, before that, I was shoot first, ask questions later. I'm not like that anymore.
Yeah.
That's
so true, Yuri. If you aren't there on the journey, you're not healing or guiding.
So yeah, like if anybody's ever on the fence about booking that, I definitely would, because she's taught me things, and like I've had multiple, and each time we do more, we go, you know, deeper layers of what you're allowed to teach me.
Yeah, we're at a point when we have been for a while now where I just let spirit show me what I'm meant to teach you.
Yeah, I think that's a bit.
I do not plan anything before we walk into our sessions. I might, like, you know, spirit give us little drops of information before our sessions begin, and we know we're going to do this or we're going to do that. But I don't plan anything, because I know that wherever spirit are about to take us on the lesson is where you need to go. So the first few lessons are kind of, they're solid in how they're going to be, but then after those first few lessons, then we shift, and it goes to however it's meant to be. I just let spirit show me. I work with your spirit team, your spirit guides, and they work with you, and they'll be getting you ready for me before we've even begun. I mean, thinking about joining your class, waiting for the right moment. Oh, Sammy, that would be awesome. I'd love to teach you. I love teaching. This is like, it's one of my favorite things. Everybody should have this ability to be able to connect in with themselves, to be able to get rid of all of the loud noise that's stopping them from being able to focus in on what they're meant to be focusing in on. And to give people that power is one of my most favorite things. It feels like I'm really working against the matrix, you know, I'm working against the patriarchy, and it just makes me really happy. It sounds like you're at the point of taking a shot, dropping a tab, and seeing the adventure. Yes, it is exactly like it. Are you right, Hopper? You want me to move?
I can't wait to do that with her. In real life.
Me too. I've been hearing my court audience again, but my mind and nerves help. Yeah, definitely. I'm a big, I was a very big, what do you call? Like, imposter syndrome. So it would go on a big mission with the boys. Yep.
We're going on an adventure.
Yeah, so that's where grounding, taking all that noise away really, really helped me. And if it wasn't for, you know, both of my grandmas got put into mental institutions for having my gifts, because they weren't able to tame it. They weren't able to know that they were empaths. They didn't know that all of this information they were taking in they weren't meant to be taking it all in. You have to be grounded. You have to be connected. So this is something that I'm really, really proud of, and know how lucky I am to be able to have that ability to use the internet, and I've found people that have shown me that I'm not crazy. I am actually gifted. And if I hadn't had, like, I had Casey McKenzie, she's one of the, like, hands down biggest psychics, I would say, in the world. She is amazing. I learnt from her from afar by just watching her for years. I thought everybody that, you know, was in the spiritual world, you had to be like, namaste. And I grew up in Logan and I had a baby at 15 and, well, 16, got pregnant at 15 and was around, you know, a very dark world of drugs and crime. And so my nervous system was just shattered. I didn't think people like me belonged in that world. And to meet someone like Casey, I was like, oh, fuck. Like, I actually had another psychic. I got a reading from another psychic, and she goes, babe, you need to go follow this girl. She's going to teach you. You guys are just, you're very much the same kind of person. And I was like, oh, whatever. And then a few months later, I was like, no. I found her, and I was like, oh, this woman speaking like it's coming out of my mouth. What the fuck? So this is why I love that I've got to do, like, there's no doubt in my mind that Ashleigh was about to go on her own spiritual awakening, whether I came into her life or not. I, in a way, triggered her spiritual awakening, but I didn't. Spirit used me to do something that was already about to happen in her.
I would have been in psychosis,
so, like,
though.
Pardon?
I would have been in psychosis, though.
Yes, and that's where it's like,
Yeah.
I would have been if I didn't have, and I was in many different moments in my life. That's why I know that.
Yeah, for real.
Having to say namaste. I know, and it's like when people say grand rising, it gives me like the culty creeps. Like, I'm sorry to everybody that says that, but there's something about people going grand rising where I'm like, bleh.
It's giving the inbox when it's like, hello, beloved. You're like, no. Immediately no.
And I'm sorry to anybody who uses it. Just me as an individual, it gives me the ick.
Where are we rising to? Where are we going?
Yeah, it's just like,
Namaste.
it just feels like Charles Manson vibes. Like, I feel like on the commune with Charles Manson, they'd wake up, like, they'd be feeding you your acid tabs in the morning with grand rising, people, you know, like.
Yeah, that's what it's giving.
Very much. Oh, Sammy, well, you found me. But it's still, go to whoever you get along with, and that's the thing with, there's a job for everybody in this, and whether or not I do something different to someone else, that doesn't matter. If it gives me the ick, it's because it's not for me, but it might give them the yum. So it's like, we don't yuck other people's yums, but I'm still going to speak my fucking mind. And there's a reason why you're attracted to that person more than you're attracted to me. And there's a reason why that person does it that way, because it's going to hit for you in the way that they say it, in the way that they do it. So I try to enter into spiritual communities and just be like, we might do things very differently, but I respect the way that you do it, even though I wouldn't do it like that.
And then the best friend in me wants to say, don't you dare go to anyone else. You go to her. But also,
but yeah, go to who you're meant, who sparks it for you, who makes you interested to learn from.
And I guess, like, the reason I stayed in your live to, like, comment as well.
Yuri. Pardon, sorry?
White rose. I mean, make the
We can
robes
get some
black
of
and
those.
we've got a vibe. I think the other thing that made me stay in that live and comment initially, God bless, I don't know who it was, but the person before you chose me got absolutely red to filth, and you were like, I'm giving it to you 100. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. And I was like, she's for me. So, like, I stayed for, like, the honesty and the aura, because that's me.
So I upset someone before you came in, and you were like, I like this girl.
Hi. Yes.
Oh, I love it. So yeah, where were we? That's right. We drifted. We knew we were going to drift.
Now, girly pop.
I've got yeah, besides our readings, what other readings have we done? So we've done our readings together. We've done quite a lot of readings together.
Quite a lot of trauma last year. We needed a lot of readings.
Doesn't matter about age, Sammy. We our souls are all growing at different speeds as well. I probably didn't upset them,
or whatever they say.
But yeah, so like we've done a lot of readings.
Yeah.
We've done probably how many lessons?
3.
4?
Well, we've done 3 in a Reiki.
And then we've done 2 shadow work. And then we've done a Reiki activation. Okay. So what? Oh, that's right. I skipped something. Where with the Reiki with the shadow work sessions, in the days after the shadow work sessions, and they start, I always warn people, because you can walk out of Reiki and you can walk out of shadow work sessions and you can just feel amazing. You're like, oh, I did all this work, I feel great. And then the next day or the day after, you crash, and all your emotions start coming up. It's like we've shifted energy that's just unlocked stuff for you that's been buried for a long time, and it can feel very full on. What worked for you to help you calm that down and keep yourself grounded, and it allowed you to be able to connect in with yourself to do that, continue doing that work on your own? Because ultimately I guide you, but I'm not healing you.
No.
I'm showing you how you do it yourself.
Yeah. It's not conventional, everyone, so I would I feel like a Power Ranger.
I know, it's like, can I be the pink one?
Well, the yellow one was named Ashleigh, so thank you. I'll be taking the yellow one.
All right.
Yeah, so it's not conventional, but I was always told as a child.
Hey, Georgie. Hey, Rachel. Sorry.
Hi. No, you're fine. I was always told as a child to like stop crying or, whatever. So like I didn't really cry. So not conventional, but I triggered myself constantly. So yeah, Jacob's funeral song, I hadn't listened to that and couldn't for 17 years. So that's something. So so embarrassing. But anyway, his funeral song is Kiss Me Through the Phone by Soulja Boy. So I'd be crying to Soulja Boy a lot.
Kiss me through the phone.
Yeah. So there's nothing like driving, listening to that and just bawling. I was going down to the beach and like throwing rocks into the ocean, and like, saying things that I feel about my mother. It gave me like a physical release.
I have like it's kind of like a thing that you can do that has rocks in it. How do I explain it without telling it? It's like a little.
I'm taking them out of my backpack and I'm just.
It's a little bit of homework that you can take with you that helps you get the weight off.
And I
it's just a little practice that you can use.
I don't like
and
the
it's
beach.
That's what she's talking about.
And she got me there. I hate the beach. I don't like sand. Well, I like it now, but
I'm emotionally attached to onions.
Yeah, so I just, she gave me little tips and tricks to do. Beach was one. I laid outside under the sun and the moon a lot, cried a lot.
I did that last night.
I love that, actually. Yeah, I kind of just kept triggering myself so that because I would always just start crying and then go, oh, hang on, I don't need to cry. And now I'm like, no, I'm crying. So it's a lot of exposure therapy, I guess. Is undoing all of those things, like of being too much and crying too much and being dramatic. It's not dramatic, it's traumatic. So cry.
Yeah.
It's not, it's not hurting anyone.
If you ever feel like you're being too much, it's because you've tried to not be, like you're feeling like you're not enough. Like as well, you have to let yourself feel all that, and then you can kind of find this balance and you tone down all those big emotions that you felt were too much, but they're still going to come out in different ways. It's like they're just sitting there in your back pocket waiting to jump out at any moment. And that's where this work is amazing, because it teaches you how to stop those reactions from happening at times that you're unaware, and you become very aware of what it is that triggers you, so that you can be really good to yourself.
Oh yeah, girl, they play hide and go seek, trust. And they pop out.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I
I love this.
journaled a lot.
People are relating, babe. I told you. I've been telling her that her story is going to help people see that moment in them. This isn't just for us to gas bag. This is actually this is fun. Like, we love this, yes. But I was like, people would really benefit from hearing our conversations on this stuff.
Yeah.
And hearing your story.
I mean, this is scary for me. So.
Yeah.
I don't like
this. Is you fighting fears and trusting. It
is.
This is your full card.
Yeah. I can dance and put it on TikTok, but talking. So.
Definitely, Georgie.
Do you want to touch?
So how do you think? Oh, sorry.
Are we moving on from sessions, or are we still going?
I'm just going to ask you, how have these sessions helped you open up your spiritual waking and healing journey?
I'm not a psycho anymore. I think I've just released the anger. I'm not who I was a year ago, like whatsoever.
So not as reactive, you'd say?
No, let me read the list of things I was a year ago.
Okay, yeah, that's right. I prepared you.
Yeah.
Here's the list you prepared earlier.
So very angry, very reactive, very defensive. I had OCD really bad. Everything had to be perfect because of childhood. Very unregulated. Like I said, very shoot first, ask later. Easy manipulated as well.
Yeah.
Because that's what I was the entire time. As a child, I was just manipulated. So.
Yeah, that's how you kept yourself safe, was reacting.
Yeah. So I'm very much like. 90%.
Yeah, Val, you would very much benefit from a lot of this work. And like I said, you do not have to do it with me, but if you're drawn to doing it with me, I'm honoured. And then Santana's saying that she can vouch Ash is a whole new person. Aww.
Yeah, I carry rocks and I point out birds and butterflies now.
Instead of fuckheads.
Essentially. But yeah, very much not the same person. And like, I did ask my hubby questions and he did answer them for me. He's gone to bed because he's a working man. So, yeah, very much, new year, new me last year.
Yeah, but before you become your new you, they crack you the fuck open, don't they?
Yeah.
We'll get into that a bit more. So I've gone on about. Would you say that these sessions, like the teaching and the shadow work sessions, have helped you deepen your connection to yourself and like higher consciousness and realms?
Yeah, 100%. Any situation, good or bad, that comes at me, I body scan now. Before I, pop off or, do whatever, I always like sit with it just for like that split second. But it's also helped me realize like that little voice that's in my head, it might be my higher self voice, or it might be, like my team. I'm at the point where I'm trying to decipher it, because like I do get a lot. It might be ADHD as well, not sure, all of the things, but yeah, like I can feel things in my body and know exactly what it means.
Yeah.
Like I attach like feelings in my body to different things.
You can follow the root of the cause now.
Yeah. I'm less like that whiteboard with lots of strings and more just like, writing a list. It's like this because of this.
A filing cabinet. Yeah.
Yeah. And I've been able to.
And that's what I found too is. And yeah, that's what I really found as well. It was like just the table full of paperwork that was my body and my mind was now like organized, and it had everything that was unnecessary had been culled from it, and it just made a world of difference and where my focus could go moving forward.
That's how I feel.
Love it. So now we're going to go a little bit into, unless you've got anything else to touch on the teachings, the shadow work, we're going to get into the Reiki activation a little bit.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, let's do the Reiki activation.
I'll let you.
Unless you got more to add on the shadow work or the...
Just recommend it, and yeah, I don't know. I'm so much happier because of it, even though I had to wade through all of like the bullshit of it all and like the hardness. Cracking through that hardness has made me so much softer. So like,
yeah,
if you've been thinking about it, or you can feel yourself constantly on the edge of just like going someone, I'd look into it.
Yeah. So let's go into, the Reiki activation. I think I was getting ready. I was preparing to do maybe I was about to jump on a live, or I was about to do a collective reading, and then all of a sudden, boom, the spirit just connected in with me, and they started showing me, hello Calliope, started showing me working on Ash and doing, I used to do Reiki activations on people a few years ago, but just when spirit showed me what to do, I started opening up channels on people, not just to clear their energy, but to switch things on. And they started showing me to do that on Ash, and I was like, oh, this is fun. This is exciting, because she's prepared for this. She's like, she's earned this. Really, you earned it through dedication and discipline and truly getting to know yourself and doing that work. It wasn't just like, oh, go do this for fun. This was like, no, she's ready. It was like,
I guess it's important to note that I'd already lost something incredibly important to me before that.
We should go into that too, actually.
But yeah, so I had already done, would you say the hardest bit of my year was her? I would, but
yes.
Yeah, so
yes.
I lost.
She was the biggest domino. That a lot followed after, but it was the biggest.
Yeah, so I got gifted the activations after like the hardest thing, I guess.
Yeah. So let's go into that, because I think there's a lot of people that watch me that we love our animals. We are very connected to our animals. They're our familiars. They guide us, they protect us, they are our little best friends. We love them more than we love humans. So I think for anybody who has lost an animal, this is going to be really important for them to hear it, because, but yeah, would you like to tell it in your own way?
Yeah, I guess I can. So the only...
Whatever you're uncomfortable with, don't.
No, I just know I'm going to cry, so just so everyone knows. So yeah, the first and only time I've ever dreamt of Jacob was the night before my dog passed away. So she was completely well, all of the things. And Jacob came to me in my dream, and he grabbed my shoulders and I felt it. And he said, I'm here and I love you. And I woke up and I wrote that in my notes.
You messaged me, you voice noted me, and you said, I just had this dream, I've just woken up. And you were like, I don't know what the fuck this means, but I'm a little bit scared. And you were like, because you were pissed off at him in your dream, and you didn't know why, and you were like, why, what the heliante?
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I wrote down the time on here, but anyway, yeah, so I went back to sleep after that, not really thinking of anything, and I woke up the next morning, came to my altar, I started lighting my candles and saying good morning to everyone, and it was like it just hit me, and I was like, she's dead, where is she? So it was like she wasn't sick, nothing. I immediately walked to my back door and I just stood there and I scanned my fence coming back to my door and laid eyes on her. And it was like I just knew. Oh my God, what the hell? You can engage with
I know.
Jacob, stop.
I
Love
know.
you.
Oh, Jacob.
Not you on there, but you know, my Jacob.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jacob just joined the chat, just so everybody knows,
yeah,
if
they
you didn't
probably
see that.
Yeah. So yeah, she was 15
It's
years
divine
old.
timing.
Yeah. She was 15 years old. So I got her my 18th birthday. So yeah, losing my relationship with my mom, getting married, having children. She was there. She was the whole thing. I told her everything. She would say I didn't shut up. You know, all of the things. But yeah, I just knew it as soon as I woke up that morning. And then, yeah, it was the hardest thing I've ever had to do, was find her. It was soul destroying. Like, she was my soulmate. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it. She wasn't a dog. She was my daughter.
Yeah.
But yeah, single hardest thing, I think, last year. I did have other devastating things happen, but that for me, ugh, terrible. And everyone can say hi to her. Everyone say hi to Bella. There she is. She's in there.
Hello, pretty.
My baby.
So yes, Bella was absolutely gorgeous, and my favorite photo of you is you upside down on the pole and you two kissing.
Yeah, I had
It is. I've got it. Literally, it's your contact photo on my phone. Is that I went and stole it so I could use it as your contact photo because it just I love it so much. It shows that beautiful relationship between you two.
Yeah.
And you know through this work, I get to see that our animals aren't just our animals. We're their animals.
Yeah.
And they are here to help guide us to certain moments in our life.
Mm-hmm.
And when our animals pass, it is actually a victory for them. And I don't know if any animal taught me this more than Bella and Clifford did. You know, like I already knew this. I knew it so much.
My other dog
in my
died
heart.
last year too.
So, sorry, we laugh about morbid things, guys.
We gotta laugh about it, okay? Sorry.
But yeah, so they literally like cemented it into me that I know that for a fact that animals, they are here to guide us through certain stages of our life, and they have their own, like we have our own purpose that we're trying to tick off everything that we came here to this world to achieve.
Yeah.
And when our animals have that too with us, they're meant to get us to certain moments. And Bella showed me in a reading with Ash that she had gotten Ash to that moment where she was okay without her, and that even though she didn't want to leave Ash, she knew she was coming back really soon, for one, but she was also really proud because she was like, thank you, you helped my mum get to a point where I achieved my goal, I achieved my purpose. And it was such a beautiful moment for me. It would probably be one of my favorite moments with you was that reading with Bella.
Yeah.
And then, you know, then wow, goosebumps.
I know.
And then you had your Cliffy boy, Mr. Clifford, and getting to, it's like he was so proud that he got to have that time with you.
Yeah.
Where it was just you and him, and he got to take care of you in a way because Bella had always been your rock.
Oh,
like, yes, Clifford
100%.
was a big part of your life, but he got to slide in there and feel really important. He got to come in and help you in a way that he never got to, and you two got to bond and have a relationship. And, you know, like, I've watched you. There's so many things that we're missing in this conversation about how Ashleigh's psychic gifts have developed over time. Like, you know, her having that dream with Jacob. But there is multitude of moments that I've had with her where
Yeah.
I'm like, girl, you psychic. Like, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
But the way that she also handled Clifford's death was it was just absolutely graceful and beautiful and brave and such a loving mum. And it made me fall in love with you so much more. If that could be any possible, like
Okay, you didn't love me enough already.
yeah, I know, right? So yeah, how long in between Clifford and Bella? How many months was it?
Um, it was 4 months to the day they both died on the 1st of the month. So Bella was the 1st
Yeah.
of August and Clifford was the 1st of December.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. And yeah, like
Fully.
I knew he was going to die that weekend. Because, because in Clifford's style, he'd seen out his thing. And we can get into, I don't know if you want to do it now, but we can get into why I thought he was going to die that weekend.
You go for it.
Yeah,
Roll
okay.
on there.
So on the 8th of October, I lost my father-in-law as well. Fuck. Sorry.
Oh, babe.
His birthday this week, so it's hard. Yeah, so I lost my father-in-law in October, and Clifford died on the weekend. We scattered his ashes, so he just closed out another chapter in our life.
We knew we were going to do this.
Yeah.
We
Not
knew
the
we were
nail
gonna
pad
cry.
as a tissue. Yeah, so we got to scatter John's dad's ashes, and then as soon as I walked in the door, I knew he was going to die that weekend because I had dreamt it. I'd also dreamt that John's dad was going to pass away on the week that he did as well. So people can say that I want to, be a psychic. I want all these things, but just know it comes with tough things as well. It's not.
If you want a new life, if you want to hire, and it's not that these things are already going to happen. Of course,
Yeah.
you had a dog that was 15. There was an elderly family member. All of these things are inevitably going to happen, yes. But when you choose to do that inner work and that inner healing, it hits harder.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're actually, I'm not saying that I'm drinking alcohol.
It's
I'm not.
Monster. Calm
It's
down.
a mother.
Oh, it's mother.
It's a
She's
mother.
mothering.
It's not alcoholic.
So rude.
But yeah, all of these things are going to happen anyway. But when you're actually doing that inner healing and you're doing the inner work, you're not going to deflect. You're not going to hide from the feelings that are coming up.
Yeah.
So it hits you so much more because you actually have to look at it all right now.
100%.
You know that you can't just turn away from it. So
no choice.
no, I won't open that can of worms yet. We'll wait till the end to open mine.
Oh yeah.
But but yeah, like you have to still show up for yourself. You can't,
Yeah.
and you have to still feel all of these things. And Ashleigh did that beautifully. She didn't just show up for herself. She showed up for her family. Watching her do all of this, I was so immensely proud of how she was making sure she was honoring herself through this. She was taking good care of herself. She was making sure that she was still very involved in helping her partner grieve as well as making sure she was. She also showed up for everything that she had already committed to in her 3D world.
Yeah.
That she knew that if she didn't, she would have felt like she let herself down.
Yeah.
So she really pushed herself to make sure that she used that period to heal to the best of her advantage, and for that she's been greatly rewarded, I feel. And that's where this work, the higher the challenge, the higher the reward. And when you're able to, and that's what I mean, like she would have always had these moments happen, but because she was brave, because she was good to herself, because she did that inner work, the rewards are going to be even greater.
Yeah, that last 6 months was a doozy. I guess like before Bella died as well, I almost lost my dad. So it was like...
And you knew.
I did. Yeah, my dad was like having like heart attack symptoms for 9 hours, and he didn't like we were in the same house and seen him at midnight. I'm like, what's wrong with you? And he's like, nothing. And I was like, don't lie. And he went back to bed, and then the next morning laid eyes on him and I instantly knew. So yeah, that happened as well. And like
So
it's
you pretty much possibly saved your dad's life by
I did.
forcing him to go and get help because you knew to listen to your gut. And this is where that work comes in. When you can take away everything that's clouding your brain,
Mm-hmm.
everybody has an intuition. Everybody can listen to their
Mm-hmm.
spirit team. Everybody has spirit guides. It's not just people like me that do. Everybody does. And they're
Mm-hmm.
trying to communicate with you every single day.
Yeah.
And when you clear all of that noise and you connect in with yourself and you get a good relationship with your own connection and your own body,
Mm.
then that relationship with them becomes so much more clearer. And because of that, Ashley possibly saved her dad's life and gave him more time here.
Mm-hmm.
He's changed his diet, he's changed his living habits, and now he's okay.
Yeah. Um, just yeah, so many things. I mean, I didn't. Sometimes I still don't know how to connect with them. It's not. It's not.
It's a forever learning
It
thing to
changes every
learn how to
day.
connect with them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's you've got to your body is a tool.
yeah. Like I say to the door knockers, I'm my God and my intuition's my Bible, babe. So that's all I've got to go off. But yeah, so that it was a really
The
tough
only one that's
time.
bashing that's your husband.
Period.
Had to be said.
Um,
And I didn't mean that in a DV way, okay? It was
no,
sexual.
yeah. um, so yeah, it was all like it was just one after another, and I just had no choice but to surrender because I literally had no choice.
Mm, yeah.
I don't even know what we were talking about just then.
Oh, we were talking about
Oh, Reiki.
how you. Oh yeah, we were.
Yeah,
We
we're
were.
back.
So yeah, we went off for a bit, but that's okay. I did a Reiki activation for Ash, and it was very fun. It was one of my favorite moments together, I think, as well. Um, the only way John is hitting is from the back.
Period.
Yep. um, so yeah, that was really fun, and I hope to do more of that, not just with you, but with other people as well. Once they get to that point where spirit's like, she ready. Um,
I've never had Reiki either.
so yeah, how did you find that Reiki activation? Like, how did it hit for you, babe?
It
Give
was
us the tea.
crazy. Like, I feel like old me came in a little bit, and I'm like, really, how much can this do from not being together? But as soon as you started talking me through it, I was like, oh my God, like I can feel you on my head and in my throat and in my chest. Like I could literally feel you, which was crazy. Um,
Yeah.
you should use those skills for other things, I guess. Um, but it was crazy. And
We
it
can
was,
try it.
no, not for you. Oh my God. Stop side questing. Stop flirting with me online. Stop. Um, yeah, like, it was crazy. And it was like, it was immediate as well. Like, I don't know. I'll let you talk about what you turned on, I guess. No,
That
go
was a
there.
funny like Mike pass moment. Um, well, mainly one of the biggest ones I remember was because a lot of this stuff it just gets zapped from my brain straight after. But
Mm,
the biggest ones that I remember with this session was your ears,
mm.
the clair audience, and then I remember I've got to be careful of what I'm allowed to share and what I'm not
Yeah,
as
exactly.
well because these sessions are sacred. Then and there was moments in your body that I felt that I shifted things that have been waiting to shift for a long time so that we could turn these things on. And that's where it's like, if you hadn't done the work to prepare yourself for that, it's like certain the way that Spirit's showing me right now, I like that they're showing me this so that I don't have to give out sacred information. So what they're showing me is like, before you prepare certain meals, like say if you want to, you may have to tenderize the steak, you may have to do like marinate this, do that. And Ashleigh did all of that herself. Yes, I guided her on how to do those things, but she actually did it herself.
Yeah.
She'd walk away from our sessions and she would get onto it, and she would continue to roll with that. So it's like, it wasn't just me doing these things for her, and I want to really, really make sure people know that I didn't just make all of these things happen for her. She did. And she didn't just learn from me. She went, like, we'll get into more of that soon, but she didn't just learn from me either. She went and learned whatever she was interested in as well. But yeah, the Reiki activation was very fucking magical. I really, really loved it. And I still am excited because I've seen the things that have switched on you since then, and how much more I feel like you have elevated in your own gifts make me really proud that I got to be the one to help you do that. Like, it's just special.
It's really cool.
So what would you say, sorry, go.
The biggest moment from that for me was when we went into my sacral and my ancestor.
Yes. And that's where I was like, am I allowed to talk about this? There's moments that happened.
No, yeah. That was the biggest moment for me. Like, she tapped into my sacral, was met with one of my ancestors, and I immediately started crying, and I was like, I don't know why I'm crying right now. I'm sorry. And she was like, it's not your energy, babe. It's not.
Yeah, you were releasing for others.
And like, my ancestors were just apologizing, essentially. So, I mean, I don't know if it's a coincidence, but like, I've ended the daughter cycle on my mother's side. And unless my brother has a girl on his side as well, on my dad's, I'm the only granddaughter in my family. Like everybody else had boys. So I believe that all of the things that were passed down from matriarchal sides has stopped with me now, and it will not continue. I'm going to break all those cycles. They're not going to continue with my children. So
proud.
Yeah, it was the biggest one for me, I guess, just because I just felt such a release. Like, I'm talking like I felt like cramping in my sacral area when you were tapping in.
Yeah.
I guess, which also goes into like PCOS and everything of it all, and how I've like healed all of that a lot more. So that's been massive for me as well during this whole thing.
Yeah, so we had another session. We did another reading where Jacob came through one night, and he was in this reading, he was very protective. It gave the same energy. Most of the time that Jacob comes through, it's fun energy. But there's the two readings that really stand out with me with him. Is that first one where he come through with that protective energy of you, like, what are you doing? Stop letting people treat you this way. And then the next one that was like that was when he came through and he was like, you need to go get checked for endo. And he was like, and I was like, do you have endometriosis, babe? And you're like, nah. And I was like, are you sure? Because Jacob's telling me you do. And that you need to go work on this, and you need to learn how to fix your body so that it's not so hard on you. And that's when I think you started working, is it Mish?
Yeah.
Yep.
With Michaela. She's somebody that I gravitated towards on TikTok. So I did a lot of like regressional work with her, a lot of like Akashic records work with her. she did a lot that like tapped into like meds I should like, not meds, but like vitamins and things that I should be doing for my body. So like I used to get migraines like all the time, like maybe once a fortnight, maybe a bit more. There was a period of time there, like I've obviously had migraines since then, because I know that that's my thing, where when I get told to pull back, they give me a migraine and I get no choice but to get slammed. But there was a period of time there where I had no migraines for like 5 months, just based off what she told me my body needed. I'm not really sure how she does all that, but she just taps into like whatever minerals and things in my body.
Yeah, and that's when I watched you. Yeah, you went on to another level of connecting in with yourself that made me really proud.
Yeah.
You showed a lot of discipline in stopping drinking coffee, and every time I talked to you, we were drinking electrolytes, and there was just all these things, and I was like, I need to take a note out of this book. I need to see this lady. Who's this lady? Give it to me.
Yeah.
And I still haven't yet, but I really want to. What's her name on TikTok?
I'll see if I can tag her. Can you add people in here? She has 2.
You can't. We will like when I do snippets, I'll add in, I'll tag people.
I think she's like Intuitive Studios on the gram, and then on here I think, I don't know if she has that on here, but she also has Widow of Divine. But yeah, she has a lot of interesting stuff to say, just in general. So like, but she helped a lot with that. She explained to me that my like a lot of like parallels between you two that you have told me. So like that I'll have a future in like energy work. She picked up on that. Telepathy was like a thing that she picked up on as well. And then she said, I think you two at a similar time in a reading brought up Moldavite.
Yep.
So I've worn Moldavite now for, I don't know, 5 months.
Shit, no wonder why everything's been going the way it
I'm not
has.
scared, babe. It's going to happen. So it's just, you know,
I'm
why not?
scared. I'm scared. You got balls.
Yeah. And just like a lot of like different levels of like where, what do they call it? You know how we're
it'll be different for everyone, Susan. So everyone's bodies react to different things. So like it can be have a lot to do with your blood type. The way that our energy centers work are different. So it's best to, and that's where like Ashleigh could give me all the advice in the world, but it's better for me to actually go see the lady, because what works for her may be the opposite for me. And I might start doing everything that she does, and it may give me something like a trigger something else in me. So you're best going to someone who can read all of those parts of you as an individual.
Yeah, like not one of those meds was iron, and I was like, I must be low in iron. That's why I've got headaches. No, not one of those meds was iron.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like going to be different for everyone. Yeah,
and it's like this is what I love about this, is that when you start building community and you start finding your tribe in the spiritual world, you get sent people for different jobs, and everybody's like own gifts then work together to help your life become better. And that's if you're yeah, I can tap into people's bodies, but not like that. Like I can. I have gone. It's usually if I do Reiki, I can see these things.
Yeah.
But she's different. She specifies, like she works in that field every day.
And she's
whereas
like,
I only
tap
into health stuff if it comes through.
Like she's straight up channeling, right? So like I've done sessions with her and she's like, get a pen and paper ready, and she talks so fast because she's just straight up like did it. Like she's gone back so far with like my ley lines and everything. It's crazy.
Yeah, I need to see this lady. It's so exciting.
And then she obviously like could see that like Kundalini awakening was like I can't remember when I first seen her. It was pretty early. And I was like, okay, I don't really know what that is, but whatever. I know what it is now.
Yeah.
But yeah, she helped a lot. And then I've seen like a light worker in my local area. Light language wasn't really my thing, but like she picked up on ages where traumatic things happened to me, and you know, obviously the one at 12 that popped up, and there was others, and then it was just like bing bing, and I was like, no way. So like that was cool, but she was just in my local area. And then obviously Wolf and Yuri that are in the comments.
Yes, that's what I've got them written here. So you've got people like, and that's what I mean. I help with the shadow work stuff. I help with the spiritual awakening stuff. I help with the Jacob stuff.
Yeah.
And then she's got someone that helps with the body stuff and the ley lines and Akashic records. And then she has been gifted. Tell the story about how you met Miss Yuri
and my wolf.
And Wolf.
I found Yuri via another TikTok creator that shall not be named. And I was just obsessed with her. And I commented on one of her posts because it was a sign in our local area. And I'm like, lol, is that here? And then I found out they were close. And
I followed Yuri already too, by the way. Like this is how spun Spirit is. This is how cute Spirit are.
And then I bought some things from Yuri's shop. Shout out to Yuri, she's got a shop. She's in the comments there. And they were like, lol, we're just going to drop it to your house because we live around the corner from you. So I got gifted, Yuri and Wolf. And
how's that? People on TikTok, they lived around the corner from her. This is what I mean. When Spirit opens a door and you've done this work, you start getting rewarded and you start being given the people that align with who you're growing into.
Yeah.
When you open this door to Spirit and you say, I want better for myself, they have to take away everything that doesn't align with where you're going. All of those lessons that you need to learn need to crack off, and it can get really hard. And then you start getting given these rewards, and you're getting these rewards, and beautiful people,
my favorite people
that literally live around the corner from you. Out of all of the people on TikTok, I had never shared anything from Yuri. We'd never talked about her, nothing. So, and I only found, like, even though we've been talking for a while now, Wolf only jumped up on my FYP a few weeks ago. So, like, there was no connection where I led her to them. She literally, Spirit gave them to her.
Yeah. And like Yuri's so
I am the land talker.
Amazing with like,
yes.
Yeah. She's my landlady.
Yuri is a very, very talented witch. She's so interesting. I love watching her talk. She's just adorable. I just could sit there. I don't know half of what you're talking about, and I'm just like,
me too. I love you.
I want to learn, but I can only take in so much at a time.
Yeah. And Yuri also
she's just an encyclopedia, really. She's an encyclopedia. I like would love to be able to absorb information like she can, and then you've got beautiful energy like Wolves to balance that out, who's really great at astrology and just, you know, inventing snorkels.
They tell me things to put in my house and I do it. But yeah, Yuri has a Patreon as well. So I have her Patreon. I don't know a lot of what she's talking about, but I'm a supportive queen. I will support. So she's someone I'm going to learn off, you know? But yeah, so I've only really got like, you, Yuri, and then Mish as my top 3 on what's it called? MySpace.
On MySpace.
You're my top 3.
So proud to be in your top 3.
Yeah. 4 with Wolf, top 4. So yeah, I've been gifted them, which is incredible. Very humbled. So yeah, this past year has taken a lot of things, but has given me a lot of things.
Yes. And that's just such proof of that. I love like how when things get taken away, they get replaced with things that are more aligned with you and where you're going.
Yeah.
It's just 100% proof of that.
100%.
And like you're that for me as well. I had to say in 2024, that was such a huge year for me in my journey, and I had to say goodbye to so many people because my growth triggered them. It threatened their ability to say, I can't go further than this. I'm going to stay here where I'm comfortable. And it pissed people off to see me grow and change and choose myself and bank on myself. And instead of getting the support that I gave people, I got judgment, I got evil eye, I got all of this energy that really, really hurt me. I really don't like that, like, you know, I'm a very supportive person. I'm a cheerleader. So when you don't get that back from people in the spiritual community or from friendship groups and things like that, it really hit me hard. I was like, I thought we were going to enter this in kumbaya together. What the fuck? And then, you know, I got I got sent my people, and Ashleigh is definitely one of them. She's helping me heal sister wounds and witch wounds that are deeply embedded in me. I still have to constantly tell myself that there are women you can trust. And Ashleigh's such a girl's girl who continuously has my back, continuously supports me. And I've got a lot of women that I've met through TikTok that do this. Georgie, Jocelyn. There are, like, I know there's more, but right now they're the top 3 that I have met through this app that I just truly, truly adore. That have really been there for me in this last year, and that's just like proof for me as well. Like even last night, I have like Jess from High Priestess Healing Tarot, who is a huge, huge person in my life. Like, she messaged me. She knew. Oh, this is gonna be hard. Okay, so everybody, I'm okay. I'm okay. But my mum died yesterday, and I just had like the most amazing, magical moment of getting to say goodbye to her yesterday. And it's something that I've been waiting to happen for a long time. My mum's been sick for a long time, and I'm so very lucky to have the experience that I've had. I know all of this, and yeah, like last night I was having a bit of a hard time with it. I was doing really well, and then it started crashing on me. And Jess from High Priestess Healing, she messaged me, and she's like, she just gave me the advice that I needed in that moment. She was a friend to me from the other side of the world, and it was just extra proof there that like the community I've built over the last, thank you guys, the community I've built over the last couple of years is so fucking solid. With such beautiful women that truly actually have my back, that it's like inner child healing for me. It definitely will, babe. Thank you. And then before I jumped on here, I was getting ready and I started playing the YouTube video that Jess posted. Like, she would have filmed it before we had that conversation, before she'd known that my mum had passed.
Yeah.
And I was like 9 minutes in, I'm trying to like do my hair, and I've just like burst into tears because she's like, oh, you have an angel here, somebody in spirit, someone who's passed, someone who loves you, an Aquarius. And I'm just like, fuck off. Like the way that spirit use us as individuals, like for each other, to help us through these moments, it's so amazing. So like, if you're looking for community and you feel like you look around yourself and you don't see the kind of love and joy and care that you see, that you feel in yourself, that you give to others, you need to make those really like difficult decisions to cut out the poison in your life. Because sometimes, unfortunately, the people that are closest to us can sometimes be our biggest haters, and they don't mean to be. But they get to a point in their own growth and their own journey where they're comfortable staying the way they are. And watching you grow and change, it threatens them, it triggers them. And it doesn't mean you hate them. I don't hate any of the people that I've left behind. I just can't be around people who don't support me anymore. It hurts my energy. I know that that's a trigger for me.
Yeah.
So if you're struggling with that and letting people go, or you're feeling really lonely, just know, keep working on yourself. Keep looking out, because spirit will start sending you people literally randomly on your FYP. Like there is when those memes where they're like, I don't know how I'm going to find the love of my life. Are they just going to knock on my door? Yes, the love of your life is in the women and friends that you're going to find just sitting at home sometimes on your FYP.
Yeah.
But what was I going to say? I know we do both of them. Anything else to say there?
No.
No. There is. Okay, now we're going to the top 3 moments in our sessions together.
Oh, there's so many.
I miss the petty meat they could hate, because what do you mean? I now wish well in our. I know, right? I know.
I mean,
Aries Queen here is like,
well, Jacob, number 1.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing gonna beat that. I don't think. I think Reiki was number 2 for me. Just feeling like validated by ancestors that like they all fucked up a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I'm doing the right thing. Oh my god, there's so many. I think
It is hard.
it's so
I had to write mine down before we started, because I was like, I know I'm not going to be able to do that.
I guess like not
Because I've got.
I guess like nothing with readings, but like just the fact that I get you.
Aww.
That's probably my number 1. Sorry, Jacob, but but like that's my number 1, is that I get you. And like all parts of you. Like I get a friend, and I get someone to be like, my kid's an asshole, you know?
Yeah.
And you get it.
It's just the sisterhood of the traveling.
Like, I had a tingling on my left earlobe. What the fuck? And you know. So I
fully.
Yeah. I guess you're my favourite gift.
Aww. I'm honoured. So I've got, of course, the first moment with Jacob.
Yeah.
That was very amazing for me, because I had been so scared. I've been fighting myself to stay away from doing mediumship on TikTok, and then that came through, and it was just so important for Ash in that moment, and it changed so much for her that I was like, I need to stop being scared of this. I really need to stop being scared of using my mediumship gift here on TikTok.
I know you'll have
so that was huge.
I know you'll have it.
Yeah.
I know that one of your 3, I'm sure. Like crazy diabolical things.
There's so many. I literally have 4 in here, because I was like, I'm going to choose in the moment. Obviously, the moment with Bella, that was really, really special to me.
I know.
Because there's like... I got to see you being a body worker, an energy worker in my 3rd eye. And I got to see you helping other people in your own, using your gift of dance and being connected in with your body and your feminine energy in your own way, where you're a nail tech, but you are also a healer in your own way. Like them showing me you're sitting there holding people's hands, you're helping cleanse their energy, you're helping them talk through their shit. Yeah. You are sometimes involved in talking with them about their stepchildren and this and this and this, and it's like you're not just a nail tech already, you are so much more than that. And then to then see them like it's like I could see like this little, in my third eye, I could see fully. I told her that I'm gonna move down there and you can have a little room for me. Um,
I'm gonna move you down there,
but
don't worry. Mummy's got it.
and then, seeing it, it's like you're taking a piece of this and a piece of that and a piece of that, and you're mixing it all together
Yeah.
and making it your own. And I was like, that's exactly what I've done.
Yeah.
In my own way, I've taken all of these things, and then, yeah, mixing all of that in, it was just amazing. But then also, yeah, that Reiki activation was just really, really important.
Yeah.
It was magical. It was like you were in the room with me, even though
I
you
was
weren't.
the
Like,
skeleton, wasn't I?
yeah, and that's where, like, I love doing Reiki on people in person. I do it quite a bit for one client in person. I don't let people come to my house unless I've met you. I've done readings for you before or I know you. So like I usually do this sort of stuff online, and it is amazing how much, when someone's not in front of me, how clear it can be. It's quite crazy. It's kind of like there's no distractions also. It's just clearly I know whatever's coming through is not something that's like, sometimes the energy on people's bodies isn't their energy as well. And I've got to sift through that in person. Whereas when I've used all the symbols and I've done all the ancient things that I've got to do in order to tap into you, because Reiki is not just, oh, I'm switched in. I've got to do things that I've learned and practiced. And so when I get to do all that, it just takes me to this place, and I get to see how amazing magic is too, because I still have imposter syndrome where I'm like, hang on a minute, is this all made up? Is this all in my head? And then I do that and I'm like, oh, wow, magic is real. Can we go play with the fairies now? Like,
Yeah.
I love it. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, they're my favorites. But yeah, I think we also forgot to mention, which I think is really, really interesting. Oh, I'd love to do that for you, Yuri. Oh, that'd be so fun. But yeah, let's mention about the time that I channeled in for Jacob,
Oh my God. Let's do that.
and there was one time that it got very deep. I don't know if we should go into that. Let's go into the flower one.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if everyone's ready for the other one.
I've got them all written down, but because we're probably already going to get flagged, but not just for my mother.
Yeah.
So do you want to? Sorry. Do you want to start with that? Would a fear activate my bowels?
Why do I?
Hey, it happens. Release is a release, Yuri. A release is a release.
Yeah, let's talk about the flower of it all.
Yep. I'm going to throw the ball over to you.
Yeah, so we did was it a reading? Or did Jacob just pop in? I feel like he just popped in.
I think he might have.
And he was talking about... Oh, that's the other thing I pieced together with this, which we'll get into. He was talking about flowers that, like to bring him flowers, because I bring him flowers all the time. And Vayda was trying to describe it, but like she didn't know what the flower was. She could just see it in her mind's eye. And was
in my mind, this was like a flower from Alice in Wonderland. I was like, this isn't real. Like,
it ended up being a daffodil. I went to a florist because I was getting flowers for Jacob.
All I could tell you was there was a flower and then a bell inside that flower.
Yeah.
Because that's what I could see. It was like I was watching Alice in Wonderland, and there was a yellow flower with a yellow bell inside it, and it just,
That was it. And I went to the florist and I found them and I took a photo and I said, is this the flower? And she was like, oh my fucking God, yeah, it is. So I got that little bunch and I took it straight to Jacob. When I got to his gravesite, there was already a bunch there, but they were dead, or dying. And
Of the same flowers.
same flower.
How is that? How amazing is that?
So I messaged Vayda and I was like, oh my fucking god, there's already a bunch here, what the fuck, like. Oh my god, I'm fucking crying. Okay, so just down from Jacob on somebody else's thing. Oh my god, I'm fucking losing it. And I get here, someone else has been here, no one ever comes. Look what flowers fucking put. Oh, I can't breathe. And then I put mine down. And this is my old set.
Out of all of the flowers in the world, somebody had already gifted him daffodils, and it's not like that's like his flower that people do or anything like that.
And like I'd been visiting him consistently, fortnightly for I don't know how long, and my flowers were the only flowers that have ever been there. So I have a relationship with his ex-girlfriend, who he was with when he passed at the time. And I was like, girl, have you been here? And she was like, no, let me check with the fam. And his sister laid them there. So it was just, yeah, it's actually diabolical.
The magic was magicking.
It was magicking. A little too hard, you know? But I figured out, I don't know if he likes yellow, but the photo of him and I that I have, it's like us at formal together, and my dress is yellow. And he always says he likes yellow flowers from me. So
was the motorbike yellow too? Because in my mind it's yellow.
I don't know. I didn't get to.
Oh yeah.
Didn't want to.
There's probably no question you want to ask.
Yeah, you'll probably know, and I won't. But yeah. So it's just that kid. He knows what he wants and he gets it, I guess.
And then she walks down to like 2 gravestones like down, and there's a freaking kookaburra sitting there. Someone put a kookaburra there. Okay. I was like, oh my god.
Like every time I step into that cemetery, they just go off, and I'm always like, hi Jacob. Or if I drive in, they're all like, all the kookaburras are like looking.
No, remember this was the statue.
No, yeah, but just in general, like live ones, they're just always there. It's just, it's insane.
It's amazing.
That water.
So how do you think all of this, all of what we've been talking about, all of the lessons, no tail feather at the time, so rude to make you wait. I know. Okay. I know. It's been driving me wild. Did she tell you that I found a kookaburra feather like 2 days after she got the bird as well?
My friend found one.
I've been looking for a whole year for her.
We've all been manifesting a kookaburra feather for me for 1 year. And then
1 whole year.
I don't know if Santana's still in here, but she voice noted me on the way to work and was like, go! I just seen one that's been hit by a car. It's not alive. And I was like, okay, am I allowed to go and get it if it's still there? And they were like, yes. And I was like, okay, went, picked him up, and immediately like voice noted Wolf. And I was like, I've got a dead kookaburra. I'm coming over. And then I went, here you go, you're in my land, lady.
Because I tried to do the same thing a few weeks earlier. I was in the car with my baby daddy. He's not very much into this stuff. Mm-hmm. And we drove past a kookaburra that had been hit. And I was like, you've got to take me back there. I need to get it. And he was like, what for? And I'm like, I need its wings. And he's like, I thought you were going to eat it or something. He's like, what are you doing? Like, and I was like, never. I was like, no. He's like, he's just laughing at me. He's like, what do you think you're going to do with this? And I was like, no, I need the wings, like, because then one's for me and one's for Ashleigh, and we can use it in our practices, and it honors the bird. Like, the bird then gets to fly. He's not into witchy things. Then the bird gets to still be a part of it. It's an honouring the bird, you know? And I went to go try and get it, and it was hilarious. Hilarious. To watch, if there was footage of me doing this, I would be pissing myself laughing watching it. Because I'm like, I've got, junk mail and I'm trying to get it underneath it. I'm trying to pick it up off the road because it was on a busy road. And as soon as I went to go, I felt it squish and I just started dry reaching and I couldn't do it. I was like, I'm not hardcore enough.
Mine was
So
pretty
I was very
cold,
proud
but it
of
was
you
all
for being
right.
able to do it.
I was just out of towel, so I just was like,
Yeah, well, this one had been ran over multiple times, and I couldn't save any feathers because they were all covered in stuff. So,
no,
but I
this one.
tried. That was the main thing. I tried for us.
And now he's resting under the bottle brush tree at Yuri's house. So
I love that.
I love that we get to share that.
And you have your feathers.
Yeah.
You got a whole bunch. You got a whole bouquet.
Does everyone want to show and tell? I made a little. I feel like an influencer.
Love it.
Hey guys, here's my kookaburra feathers, and I love them. I just stroke them. I love them.
I bought them at Shop Gaia. You can purchase 20% off using code
MOTHER.
code.
Yeah, I love them. I'm so grateful. They gave me a whole bird, y'all. That's a year of manifesting.
Fully.
They said, all right, shut her up and give it.
So how do you think all of these things, all of the things we've been talking about, shadow work, Reiki session, all of the work that you've done for yourself as well, the integrating everything that you've done, the community you're finding, how do you think this has impacted not just you, but your whole family?
Well, I guess I can tell y'all because I asked John these questions, so I can read them.
Well, this is for you. Then we're going to ask John's one. This is how you think.
I'll agree with him. I'm not a psycho anymore, so I'm very grateful for that. I can show up more present and not as hard. I can be soft and vulnerable and all of the things. I'm still allowed to make my trauma funny, which is thank God for that.
Spirit has a great sense of humor.
I need that because it's the only reason I'm funny. So, yeah, I'm really grateful. Like, I just feel so in my body. I don't know how else to explain it, but I don't know how I could ever go back. And I don't know what's in store for me in this realm. I'm open to it. I'm down. I'll try anything once, but yeah, I don't know. To be continued, I guess.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
I love it.
Because I would say so many of the similar things. It's had the same effect on me, I reckon.
Yeah.
So now we can go to Mr. John, our husband. Would you say would you say you've become more spiritual by being less spiritual?
Yeah.
Yeah. You take away the mask of what people think spirituality is and you connect in.
Yeah. And I feel like I do a lot less now than what I did when I started as well. I guess less is more for me now. I'm not shuffling me cards every day like, what the fuck is today? You know?
Yeah. And that's when people say to me, like, don't you read for yourself? Why would you want someone else read for you? And I'm like, because it's not the same. Like my own energy gets in the way of my readings. There's only sometimes I can read for myself and I know that I'm getting a clear reading. Like, because the more connected you get in, what are you laughing at?
Oh, just the Uno cards the other day.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was hilarious. I did a very good reading for myself the other day. It's a rare moment, but it was amazing. Amazing. So yeah, let's go to John's questions.
All right, so I asked him the following.
So yeah, John is Ashleigh's husband. He has been a passenger princess in the spiritual ride that me and Ashleigh have been on for the last year together, and he has been an absolute fucking trooper, and I love him, and we can only hope that anybody who is by our side during this is as healthy and stable and grounding and supportive as John is.
He's a Libran, so thank you. Yeah, so I said, how have I changed in spirituality? And he said, we had always been conservative spiritually. Atheist, I can't say that word. How do you say it?
Atheist, you're saying it right.
Okay, Slay. That we're content in feeling that everything happens for a reason and never exploring whether we can actually influence our path for the better. But after your first interaction with Jacob and him revealing himself to you as a part of your spirit team, we've both been able to understand the magic that is all around us in nature and in looking after our best pathways. With every difficult event in 2025, it was able to reaffirm that both of us, that we can continue to connect with our loved ones and let them guide us forward.
Damn.
He took a long time to do this, and then he scheduled the email so that he would be asleep because he was embarrassed. So I was like, what if the email doesn't come? He was like, trust me, it'll come. And I was like, okay.
God, I love him.
I know, he's so perfect. I can't. And then I
Half
said,
agrees.
oh, Tate. And I asked him how it's changed our family with spirituality. And he said, it's been beautiful to watch you, to allow our boys to connect in with spirit teams and to experience some of the magic that you've brought into our house this year, knowing that at least one of our boys is definitely going to be likely to develop a gift and to be able to communicate with spirit. And it will be amazing moving forward, which I think it will be Carter.
Yeah.
He's already like having things.
Yeah. But I do also, I think they're both going to have their own connection because it's something about the youngest in the family as well. The pressure they don't have on themselves that the eldest does.
Yeah.
It allows things to flow better.
Yeah.
And I think that's why so many people I meet that are good at this are the youngest in the family as well. Like it's kind of like we've watched a lot of our older siblings as well and we've been like, learning from them along the way.
They're so different too, so it could be either one, I don't know.
Yeah.
Hunter's very meek, but like Carter's very true Pisces vibes, so
yeah, and that's where he's got the fishy vibes, he's got the Pisces psychic vibes like
let's
me.
hope it's both actually.
He's my Pisces nephew.
Yes, he is. And then I asked him what the best thing about it is.
I feel like the youngest is going to straight up do witchcraft, 100%.
Yeah, we're going to burn stuff.
That's what I mean. He's going to be like, I'm powerful. I'm an Aries king. I'm powerful.
Aries with the flames, yes, that pass together.
Give me the fire magic.
Yeah, exactly. I asked him what the best thing about it is, and he says that I just feel like we're divinely protected, but in all seriousness, it feels amazing to know that both of our teams have our back in spirit, but also the community that we've built. So obviously you're my top 4.
I love how real he got with this. He took the task, like the task I gave him.
Yeah.
He took it so seriously.
Yeah.
Because we couldn't do this without him. He's been a big part of it. We can't ask all these questions and not have John's input on watching this unfold from the sideline. Like,
well, who else was going to buy me all my fancy rocks, you know? He's got to come.
Exactly.
He's got to carry the bags. Who's going to pick up a cupboard so I can do it up and put all my things inside? He is, you know?
And not ask questions when you spend $80 a week on mealworms.
Yeah, well, I had to get the feathers, didn't I? Sorry. That's coming out of my wage. That's fine. And then I asked what the worst thing about it has been. And he said that it can be disappointing when we get to experience the magic of this spiritual journey that helps us celebrate wins, but also that people out in the world try to bring us down because they're at a different place in their journey and they do not have the resilience to put in the work that we've put in, and that we've gained a whole universe of support and spiritual family, but we've also created a space from those that just don't align with us anymore. So like
the awareness in him. Mm-hmm. That awareness.
He's giving. He's slaying this. He doesn't even know it. He's asleep in there.
He really is.
Just want to wake him up. Cuteness, aggression.
Just go lick his face in his sleep. Just be like, Simba, straight
You'll
across
think
the
it's the
forehead for
cat.
him.
You'll think it's Lucifer because that's what he does. And then I asked him what the craziest thing that I've told him, and it's happened. So I think we can guess what it is. But
Yep.
he said in the last week that my dad was here, you were connected to him in a way that neither of us expected. Before he was hospitalized, you had a feeling that I needed to pull a card. So he has an altar and cards and things. You had a feeling that I needed to pull a card, and subsequently I pulled grief. Then within an hour, I got the call that my dad went into hospital. Over the next 72 hours, I struggled with the idea of seeing him in that state, but you helped me understand his point of view, and you set me up to be able to say goodbye and connect to him in a way that I never had before.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So when John's dad was passing in the hospital, I was just like, please, stay here until we can get to you. We got to him, and him and his dad were communicating without words because his dad couldn't speak anymore. But he also woke up and hadn't been awake in 3 days when we got there. When my kids spoke to him and when we said, hi, Dad, he woke up, which was really special. And yeah, John got to hold his dad's hand as he left. And it was very peaceful and beautiful. And I'm forever grateful that he heard me out on it because, it was really hard for me to not be like, what do you mean you don't want to go? You know what I mean? So I had to do it in a different way. So I just said, it's actually not about you. It's about your dad. And I think we both know that, no offense, you're his favorite child. So we got up there at, I think, 10:30 in the morning, and he passed away at 10 to 2. So he definitely waited. The nurses were like, I don't understand how he stayed alive. And I was like, I do.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm forever grateful that we were all able to say goodbye, and that he got to be connected with his dad like that.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I know, we had some conversations before that, and you were really questioning whether or not you should push him and listen to that intuition. And I think I just got to even solidify that to you, that you have to follow that, babe. You have to, if this is what you're feeling, you have to follow that call that you're feeling, and trust that if he still says no, you're not going to regret not saying something. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, Susan said, what a man, Ashleigh, isn't he?
He's so
Isn't
amazing.
he? Yeah.
It's been that was the most beautiful thing I got to witness. And I think after Bella, being able to witness a death that was actually beautiful, and it wasn't as scary as what it seemed after I lost her, which sounds crazy, but yeah, it just gave, I think that
it was such a shock
as well,
It was such a shock when you lost Bella. You were not expecting it at all. Whereas the next two that passed, it was you knew. And that's where I feel so very grateful for the way that my mum passed yesterday, was that I knew it was coming. It could have been so many people leave this world in such a horrific, shocking way. And I know that as a medium. I've seen it, I've felt it, I've been shown it. And not just as a medium, but as a person who grew up as a healer, I got put through a lot of different moments in my life that were very traumatizing, and witnessing people die and things like that.
Yeah.
So to be able to be a part of that and be prepared for it, you know that that's a special gift.
Yeah.
That is as much as it still hurts, of course it's still going to hurt. It's you're watching someone's last moments, but it's such a beautiful thing to be a part of someone's last moments. To be invited into someone's death is actually beautiful. It is an inevitable thing that happens in our life. And you think about your own, if you were able to choose who's there and things like that, that is the perfect way that you would want it.
Yeah.
And we need to honor that more. And that's why I showed up here tonight. I could I think like I'm letting myself be the human that I am,
Yeah.
have the emotions that roll through, but for me to not show up in these moments would feel wrong. My mum now gets to see me in these moments in a way that she didn't get to before, and that's exactly like with John's dad. He gets to witness you guys as a family in a way that yes, he knew was amazing, but he gets to see it in an even deeper way. That's just he would be so proud.
Yeah.
And so anybody that's struggling with the grief and the loss of somebody, um, I hope you take a little bit of that tonight of like that it is completely normal to feel what you're feeling, but we also need to honor and know that it's a blessing to love someone so much it's so hard to say goodbye.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
It is, it is. So now I'm going to ask you, what do you love about it?
Everything, I think. I think that I love that I can feel like my most authentic self. I don't feel like I have masks on anymore. I don't feel like I have defense mechanisms anymore that are detrimental to my relationships with people or anything like that. As hard as everything's been, I get to look on the brighter side of things, I guess, like glass half full kind of thing now. Yeah, I'm definitely full blown in the woo woo now. It's not a crock of shit, guy. Pretty real.
Yeah.
Like just synchronicities, like have just been insane. Like my dog's dying to the day 4 days apart. Like both of them were in retrogrades. You know, like even I asked my dogs, like I said, I think I'm ready for a baby, like not a human, but like a fur baby. Whenever you guys are ready, like put it into my life. I verbalized that. The next day, I got my cat because it was like immediate.
Yeah.
You know,
Someone offered you a cat too. It wasn't
I
you
didn't
went
buy
and
the cat.
asked. Someone offered her a cat the day after she asked her familiars that had passed that when she's ready for a cat, let her know. And the next day, literally, someone said, "Oh, would you like a cat? I've got some kittens."
Well,
Magic
yes,
is
I did.
magicking.
And I've gotten to help so many people as well, like people around me with like, you know, mother wounds and like all the same things. Like it's very like not funny, but like all of us have the same relationships with mothers, like my entire friend group. It's insane. It's like I got to be their little test subject, and then I'd be like, "Oh, I did shadow work. I did it," and then they're like, "Oh shit," and I trigger something in them. So it's like I don't mind being sacrificial lamb for that sort of stuff if it helps all of
The
my
guinea
friends and
pig.
fam, yeah, like get where they need to be. I think that has been really cool. Like one of my other friends, she's delving really deep into it all. I was with her the other day when I visited Jacob at the cemetery, and like we had things happen together where we just like looked at each other and were like, did that just happen? So it's really cool that I can show up for everyone in a different way now. I love that.
I love it too. I love the domino effect of this this life of magic. It's nuts. It's I wouldn't have it any other way. You can never put the worms back in the can. Like it's and you wouldn't want to. There's moments where you're like, oh shit, this is a lot. But you never want to unknow. Like even just trying to I don't know, be a part of certain things after you've been awakened. It's kind of impossible to not see the things that you couldn't see before. Like maybe you felt they were a bit off, but that's probably one of the harder things, and that's where my next question is leading to is what don't you like about your spiritual awakening
That
and
I
journey?
can't unsee things now. I can
Yeah.
walk into a room and immediately read somebody's energy.
Mm.
It's almost like, I don't know, they got a bit of a floaty face, and I'm like, something's off there. Like, I'm not sure what that is. And people, yeah, like who I thought were closest to me, like you said, biggest haters. And I can't
Yeah.
unsee it now. That's definitely been
And they
hard.
don't even realize it.
No,
That's the crazy
or
thing is
some
they don't
do.
even realize it. So you can't be mad at them. They're just at a different stage of their healing journey
Yeah.
where they haven't confronted those feelings yet. They haven't been honest with themselves yet.
And like, if they're not willing to work on themselves and become better, unfortunately, I got to leave you where you're at, because I can't surround myself with people who are low vibrational anymore, because it does too much to my energy. And I think
Mm.
in the world that we're in right now, and you're like thinking about spirituality and all of the things, you don't have to take the cards, the crystals, all of the things out of it if all you get out of it is being grounded in yourself, and that you protect your own energy and you make sure that you are just within yourself. Anything can go around you and be crazy, but if you're here and you're fine, that's all that matters,
Yep.
I think.
I love that. So, and that's what the next thing I was going to ask you is what advice would you give yourself this time last year?
Buckle
Isn't
up,
it
babe.
weird to think this time last year, like this exact moment last year, I didn't even know you.
I know.
Like, how fucking weird is that?
We
Like,
probably like just finished our reading almost about Jacob.
oh, actually, yeah.
Yeah. But it's like, yeah, I buckle up, babe. I think I would just say to myself a year ago, you don't have to be perfect, because there were so many things I couldn't control. Like, I even got blocked last year from like choreographing dance for comps. Like, I was not allowed to know. Sorry. So like, just go with it. Buckle up and just let it ride. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know where it's gonna go, but buckle in.
Lock in, Eddie.
Yeah.
And so what would you tell a skeptic that is drawn to the world of magic and inner healing? Because that exists. There's people that are very skeptic of whether or not this is real, but they know that they're being magnetically pulled towards it, and
Yeah.
it's grabbing their attention. But there's
I
still
think
that part of them that's like,
exactly that. You're being pulled in. And instead of putting all the defenses up of why it can't be real, ask yourself how it can be. Ask yourself why you're there. Ask yourself why you pulled. Like, literally just ask that inner voice. Like, what am I doing? Why am I here? And if you listen to it, you'll get your answer. It's real. I don't know. Ain't no way I thought I was going to hear from a dead ex-boyfriend 17 years ago.
yeah,
And like, I've had so many of my friends get readings from you, and the first message I receive off all of them is, what the fuck? And I'm like, I know. I tried to
that's
tell
funny.
you.
I like having that effect on people. It's surprise. Like, let me blow your mind.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe skeptics should just be a little bit more honest with themselves.
Yeah.
Something's pulling you
I
in.
think sometimes too, it's like that witch wound from past lives is also
Yeah.
getting in the way. They know, like, oh, I'm not allowed to touch this. This has harmed me before. Being involved in this world has actually, caused them grief in some sort of way because of witch trials and things like that. Which I think was something I also struggled with.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Now you're meant to ask me a question, is what I've got written here.
I thought
I'm
about
nervous.
I have so many questions. I'm just trying to listen. Oh, there's so many. Oh my God. There's so many I want to
It's
ask,
all
but
right.
they're not like, it's not giving doing it on a live, you know? I want
What's the first
to,
one that pops in your head?
I don't want it to be about me. I just want to gas you up though.
You don't have to gas me up. Just
Yeah.
go with what flows.
I guess we've touched on a little bit what you see for me, but like take the guides out of it.
Yeah.
What's your vibe, mate? Your vibe,
What I
not
see
the,
for you.
yeah. We're like in us together. I'm interested to know that.
I see us definitely working together in the future with something. Um, and just being excited of those experiences we get to experience together and just being like, literally, I see me and you just being like, oh my God, did that just happen? Did we just do that? Like,
Watch out, everyone.
and I don't want to say like, there's so many people popping off with the retreat this and retreat that. And um, it just gives, like, I'm sure there's plenty of spiritual retreats that I would want to go on. But the amount of people doing them kind of makes it irk me out to even like announce something like that or want to do something like that.
Yeah.
I do think that they can be very, very valuable, but you just have to be very careful of how you run it, what you're doing, and who you're working with as well. So I don't know if it's something like that or what, but I'm not allowed to see everything because it's, it would change, it could change the choices that we can make moving forward. But what I do see for us is just a friendship like that. I don't know if I've got to experience so much with women before. That is like not just trying to, how do I put it? I don't know, it's just evolving. It's accepting, it's different. And that's really what I love about it, like that, what I can see, and that just, I can't wait to keep experiencing with you.
I see us in blow up costumes running the streets.
Oh
That's what I
yes,
see.
definitely. Running amok is going to be so much fun with you. I can't wait for that. One night we're definitely going to be drunk and I will randomly go live one night when we're running amok somewhere. So I've never got to meet Ashleigh in person. She lives in Sydney and I am in Queensland.
Good words.
That's okay, Sammy. So when we finally get to meet, it's going to be very, very exciting.
No one's
But
ready.
yeah, so we're going to open it up for other people to ask us questions. If you have any questions for Ashleigh or for me on your own spiritual journey or anything that we haven't touched on that you would like to know more on, you are free to ask them now.
Don't be boring either. I've got 12 people here. Come on, guys. I want 12 questions. Lucifer.
What's he doing?
He's been a psycho over there. He's like doing that thing where he wiggles his bum where he's going to go.
He's ready to pounce.
Yeah. Oh, brother.
give people a moment to comment.
I see us in a place with Yuri and Wolf
Yeah, definitely.
pulling the tarot cards out and ruining men's nights. That's what I see.
Uh-huh.
Reading them to filth.
I can't wait for us to all play. It's gonna be hilarious. It's gonna be magical. It's gonna be wholesome. It's gonna be many things.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be educational.
Epic. And they'll be like, "This is
So
my,"
I'm going.
and I'll be like, "This is
Oh,
my
sorry,
love."
So I'm going to. I'm going to cut this up and chuck it onto YouTube eventually, so that it's not 2.5 hours long. I'll just grab the most important parts, and I might do a few little snippets for YouTube. I mean, for TikTok and Instagram of some of the best parts. You would like to ask something about a spiritual journey? Go for it, Sammy. What do you want to know, babe? So yeah, that's going to be fun. Because I think we should keep this forever. This was fun.
Yeah, it's a little bit fun.
Do the whole thing, Mariah reckons. That's going to take freaking... Sometimes I try and upload a half an hour. A 20-minute reading can sometimes take 4 hours. So I can try. I'm worried that my main practice is supposed to be Vayda. It's rooted in Santeria. I have no idea if Yuri or Wolf is still in here. Do you understand this language? Especially the first bit. I have no idea what those words are, babe.
It's a Brazilian religion.
Okay. So religions are very much shaped by humans, and the way that they believe things to be. So just the same way as I'm like, if I turned around to Ashleigh and I was like, you can only learn from me. God speaks to me. This is the way that things are done. I would be an egotistical, whatever words you want to chuck in there. Religion is highly controlling, especially when you're looking at Christianity. So much of this is shaped to keep people in a fear timeline. So much of it is to keep people controlled. So much of it is to keep people from looking to others to find their power. Whereas spirituality, from what my perspective is, it teaches you to look on the inside. So you should be able to listen to your own gut of what works for you. So connecting in with Mother Earth is number one. Mother Earth is a huge part of my work and what I do. And she tells you everything you need to know. People have lost their connection to the land and they are looking to religions and to get their answers when their answers are already happening in here. Everything, when I'm doing readings for people, nothing should really be a big shock unless, your dead boyfriend turns up. But it should all be confirmation of what you already know.
Mm-hmm.
It should all be stuff that you're already like. It's to be able to go and take all the little bits and pieces that you're drawn to go and learn about and work with is going to build you into who you are and what works for you. We're all different, just like we were saying earlier that, if Ashleigh tells you what that healer told her to use for her headaches, it may do the opposite effect for you because your body's different to hers. The things that you may be lacking in, it may be the opposite to Ashleigh. So it's the same in the spirit world. There is two different timelines, main timelines. There's multiple timelines, but there's two main frequencies, and that is lack and that is abundance. So what a lot of religions do is they keep you in lack, they keep you controlled, they keep you feeding a narrative that helps somebody else gain power. Whereas spirituality, allows you to feed something that allows everybody to get power.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. It's so beautiful. And when you look at the way that especially colonization has impacted indigenous communities and cultures and stopped them from being able to practice their own healings, their own language, their own medicines, it has truly disconnected people from their own gifts, their own ancestral um, you know, I don't want to say religion, their own ancestral belief systems and practices that are ancient that keeps the power in the people. So, um, if you can take a little bit, like what I believe in, very much, I've sat down with, I have many friends from many different backgrounds, but one of my last times that I sat down with a Muslim man, and this is the hardest time I've been given by one, mind you, and I've been friends with a lot of them in my life. And this guy was very young, and he was just boom, 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 asking me question after question. He's like, "What do you believe with this? What do you believe with that?" And he was just sitting there, and he's like gobsmacked. He's like, "That is actually in the Quran. What you're saying, how do you know that?" And I was like, "Because that spirit told me." And he was just like, "What do you mean spirit told you?" And because he was just really struggling, he just kept going backwards and forwards on whether or not I I was just making things up, or if I was, a Satan worshiper, or like he was just very confused of what was going on. And so like I have seen multiple times that my belief systems and what spirits teach me, they are a big part of so many other people's like religions. So I think that we all believe in the same thing, but it's whether or not what energy is controlling that hurts. And when it's shame, anything that's telling you to be shameful for, as soon as someone starts telling me to repent for my sins and things like that, I just start wanting to dry reach. It's feral to think that people have been brainwashed into it so hard that a God would want to make you sinful but then want you to be punished for those sins. It's like you need to be able to understand that your shadows are just as important as your light. And if a religion's trying to shame you for having them instead of understanding them so that you can heal them, it's blackmail-y kind of energy there. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, I feel like if it's a part of your like ancestry and things like that, just if you don't know a lot about it, research it, take from it what you want to take from it, but also really listen to that inner voice that you're saying is like coming through. And like when the numbers pop up, research them. Listen to
Yeah.
yourself.
And if there's any part of that makes you feel empowered and like you are like encouraged to find your own sovereignty and explore the things that make you truly happy in a healthy way, then fucking that's awesome. But if there's any part of that that's making you feel trapped and judged and like belittled in any way or controlled, then that's the part of it that's not for you. Just feel the difference in the energy. We can all take a good part of many different religions with us and be like, this is a beautiful thing. It's not that anything's, they will, as long as you have good intentions, of course.
That voice is there for a reason.
Yeah, does anybody else have any other questions for us before we close up for the night? You're welcome, babe.
And if you need help, Vayda's always there.
Yes, I am. I'm a pretty open book. If you need anything, just message.
Or if you want to book a class, her offerings are there. First pin post. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Sorry, just got to do it.
But yeah, if you do need anything from me, the first pin post on my profile has all my services there. You can go scroll through that, see which one you would like. I do all different readings, 15-minute readings, 30-minute readings, 1-hour Zoom sessions. We do Reiki sessions, couple sessions. I even do intuitive art for people, as well as the shadow work, the psychic development sessions. So yeah, just see what works best for you and send me a message and we can book you in. But yeah, if no one else has any questions, we might. What do you want to do? What do we do? How do we close this out?
Smoke poof, no.
And smoke poof, mate. Now you see me, now you don't.
Yeah, period. Let's add 9 people in. Let's shift in the squares.
I'm gonna pull a card for what can we expect for our friendship moving forwards. Ooh, we got air.
Paradigm shift, is that what it is? Sorry.
Yep.
I can't see.
And Mount Shasta.
Oh.
So this is very cool. This is deeply connected. This feels like, our guides already work together, but this feels deeper than that. It's like our loved ones, our ancestors working together.
Aww.
And that, I've been wanting to check out the ley lines for a while, and I've been waiting for like a special moment. Maybe my birthday is the special moment I should be doing that. So yeah, maybe I'll do that next week because there's more of that in here.
Your birthday's so magical.
So I love that. I love that. These two energies together. Very giving. But yeah, thank you so much for doing this with me. It was fun. I want to do more of this in the future. I think the people were entertained by it.
I hope so. Thank you.
You're welcome, Susan. Thank you for joining us and thank you for talking in the chat.
Yeah, you stayed the whole time. That's so nice.
Who we got on here? Santana, Mariah, Bridget, Bossy, Nick.
Work. It's 1 a.m.
And Tasman. She might be falling asleep. She's just listening to us in her sleepy time. Mrs. Bubbles, Emmanuel, Jackson. Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining us. Someone jumped off. They're like, oh, shit, she said my name.
It was probably Santana.
Called out.
Beautiful. Well, I'll end it this way. I'm going to peel my eyelashes off.
Oh, that looks like it hurts.
Nah. This is the real me. No. I just had to not look like a rat. Okay.
You never look like a rat.
Okay, beautiful. How do I just get out of this or how do I pop?
Yeah, I think you you can just press disconnect. If you click on yourself,
yes,
you can just press disconnect.
Okay.
All right, I love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Jacob.
Thanks, Jacob.
Thank you, Mom.